Hi friends, how are you all? Today I'll talk about Venus as Atmakaraka. Friends, I have not been able to, come in front of the camera and make a video. So for some reason, please excuse me for that. But I will definitely try to, express my thoughts to you in a very, clear way. Alright, so friends, Venus as Atmakaraka. Do subscribe to my channel and share this video, and if you want consultation, my number is there in the video description, and the links to various books and software on astrology and gemstones, that is also there in the video description. Okay friends, so what will happen like if you have Venus as Atmakaraka? First of all, what is Atmakaraka? Atmakaraka, or it actually we're talking about the Chara Atmakaraka, because the natural Atmakaraka is Sun in every birth chart, and the Chara Atmakaraka is that planet which has the highest degrees. Now some people think that highest minutes. Actually it's friends, it's not like that. Whether a planet is in a certain degree, minutes or seconds also it could be, you need to convert everything in terms of degrees and check which planet has the highest degrees, because minutes and seconds, they also can be converted in terms of degrees. So like that you calculate everything and find out which planet has the highest degrees compared to other planets. Then that planet will be your Chara Atmakaraka. Say if Venus, the planet Venus is your Atmakaraka, what can we say? Now friends, if Venus is your Atmakaraka, then you will be someone, who will be fond of, establishing relationships with people. That is, you will love to interact with people. You will be social by nature. You will know how to interact with people in society. Yes, you will know how to behave with people, because Venus is the planet of social behavior. And if you have Venus as Atmakaraka, and if Venus is well placed, then you will also be someone who is who will not be able to tolerate injustice done to the unprivileged. You will always, stand up for the weak and unprivileged. So you will always raise voice against any sort of injustice done to the downtrodden and unprivileged. Because if you have Venus as Atmakaraka, then you will be someone who's full of mercy, compassion, forgiveness. You will have that, all these qualities, because Venus gets exalted in the 12th house in the chart of the cosmic man or Kalpurusha, where you have the sign of Pisces. So you will be forgiving. You will believe in letting go of things. You will let go. You will forgive. And you will also have mercy, compassion. And you will also believe in charity. You will believe in helping others in whatever way you can. If you have a strong and well-placed Venus, you will love all creatures, human beings, animals, plants, all creatures. You will love all creatures. You will not make any discrimination, and you will treat everyone with respect. You will treat everybody with respect. You will not differentiate among people on the basis of their social status or educational qualifications or looks, whatever. You will never differentiate among people. You will always treat people equally with respect if you really have a strong Venus. And friends, one more thing is very important. If you have a strong Venus, you will also be a good healer. You will know how to heal people. So you will, either by your advice or suggestions, or by your teachings, or by providing people with medicine, or by by behaving as a nurse, or by acting as a nurse or doctor or healer, you can heal people. Or as a teacher also, even as a teacher also, you can heal people. If you have a strong Venus, as an advisor also, you can heal people. And if you have a strong Venus, you will have a great desire for knowledge also, because Venus is identified with Shukracharya, or is associated with Guru Shukracharya in mythology. Guru Shukracharya was a teacher to the demons, and he was the only guru who had the knowledge of Sanjeevani, that is knowledge of Mrityu Sanjeevani, that is bringing a dead man back to life. So that knowledge was possessed only by Guru Shukracharya. So you will have all these qualities. You'll be able to heal people. You will have in-depth knowledge of things. You will have the knowledge of, things down to their very core. That is, you will have the knowledge of everything. Whatever knowledge you have, you will have, in-depth knowledge. That is, you will have the knowledge of the minutest details. So Guru Shukracharya also was aware of all the rituals, that need to be performed during any particular ceremony. So he was the guru who was aware of all rituals meticulously. So if you have a powerful Venus, you will also be aware of all the details regarding any branch of knowledge which you desire to acquire in life. You will pay attention to details, and you will have a desire for knowledge. So if you have a strong Venus, you will also have a desire to be loved by others, to be respected by others, to be admired by others, and you will also admire others in return. And you will have a great desire to be loved. You will, love will be very important for you in life. You will really want people to express their love for you, especially your friends, especially your life partner. You will always want that your life partner should express his or her love for you. That will be very important for you. And friends, if you have a well-placed Venus, then you will also be loving and faithful towards your life partner. But if Venus is afflicted, then in the chart, due to some reason, due to some malefic influence on Venus, then you may not be able to be faithful to your life partner always. Then you have to be very careful. Yes, then the best remedy if Venus is afflicted in the chart is that you need to be loving and faithful to your life partner. If it is afflicted, you may have some relationship issues. You may not get along well with your life partner. These things might happen if Venus is afflicted. Why Venus is afflicted, friends? That is also connected to your past life. Say if Venus is with Rahu, then you can say that there is some reason, and that reason can be kind of, dated, or it can be linked. Definitely it is linked to your past life. In the past life, maybe you had done some injustice to some woman, because women are represented by Venus. Maybe you had done some sort of injustice to some lady. So in this life, Venus is afflicted. Or maybe in your last life, you had cheated on your spouse or life partner. So in this lifetime, you will see that Venus is afflicted in your chart. Venus is with Rahu or Ketu. What will happen if Venus is with Rahu? Then friends, Rahu is desire. Yes, and if there is a very close conjunction, and if it is, Venus is afflicted by Rahu, then what might happen is that you might be, running after some illusion also. It can happen. If Rahu is giving you negative results, suppose you have a certain placement of Rahu in the chart, look at the zodiac sign in which Rahu is placed. If it is not in a compatible zodiac sign, then Rahu is illusion. That means Venus is love or attachment or attraction. So you'll be attracted towards something which is actually an illusion, which does not exist in reality. But you will be attached to that. You will be running after an illusion. If Rahu is afflicting Venus, this will happen. But if Rahu is giving positive results in the chart, say if Rahu is well placed in its Mool Trikona sign of Cancer, or say if Rahu is in Virgo, or if Rahu is in Gemini, in these signs Rahu gives good results, even in Taurus. Then what will happen? Suppose you have a desire to do something. Venus is your desire, friends, because Venus's Mool Trikona sign is Libra, and Libra is a Kam Trikona sign also. So Kam is desire, Kamna is desire. So Venus is desire, the desire for love, the desire for pleasure, happiness, prosperity, wealth. So you will have, if Rahu is giving you good results, say if Rahu is in a good zodiac sign and in a nakshatra also, which is compatible with Rahu, then if Venus is with Rahu, then definitely Venus is your desire for something in life. So you will be running after something, and Rahu will magnify that. If Rahu is giving you positive results, then you will be running after something which will give you good results in the long run. So if Venus is your Atmakaraka, then you also have to look at the house in which Venus is placed. In which house? Say if it is in the house of profession, then you want to achieve something in your profession, in life, and you will be chasing that goal or target in life. And it may be very, positive for you also, because Rahu also does well in the 10th house. So it will, Rahu can magnify that desire, and Rahu is also the planet of expansion and growth. So it can give you a lot of growth and expansion in the field of your profession. So it can be positive for you. But friends, if Venus is with Rahu in the 10th house or 11th house, 11th house also is the gain from profession, then, on the flip side, we can say one thing, that you will chase a certain desire, a certain professional goal you will chase if it is in the 10th or 11th house, which is fine. But then that may again, that may reduce the fertility of the person. It may happen, especially if it is in the 11th house. Then Rahu's direct aspect will fall on the 5th house of the child, and 5th house of creation, creativity. So if you want to have a child, then there might be some problem if you have Venus Rahu, especially in the 11th house. So problem in having a child, problem in procreation, infertility. So you may suffer from infertility. This may happen. You will definitely, that desire will, to achieve something in life. You will be driven by that desire, which is fine, and Rahu will magnify that desire. And if it is something positive, say you have set certain target in your profession and you are running after something which is an achievable target, provided you work hard and you are really moving towards it sincerely, it is a good thing. You will end up achieving that target. But then, because the native might be so obsessed with that desire that the native, may lose his or her fertility. It may happen also. Somehow it may impact the fertility, or it may somehow cause problems in childbirth. That can happen. And friends, say Venus is with Ketu, that also is you can say a sort of curse, or which can be kind of dated to your past life, or which is somehow definitely connected to your past life. That is why, something you had wronged someone, some lady, or you had been unfaithful to your life partner in the past life, and that is why in this life you have, say, Venus with Ketu. So Venus is also marriage, and Ketu is detachment. So in your marital relationship, there might be some sort of detachment. That is, you may not be you may not be attached to your spouse. So Venus is with Ketu. This can happen. Either you will not be attached to your spouse, or your spouse will not be attached to you. So some detachment will be there, because Venus is marriage and Ketu and Venus are together. So they will cause some problem in marital life. Ketu will cause some problem in marital life. A sense of detachment will set in. Some separation also. It can also show separation. That also can happen. But again, Ketu, if it is well placed, it can also show spiritual love. So if Venus is with Ketu, some problems the native might encounter definitely after marriage. Initially some problems might be there. But if Ketu is well placed, then I have also seen that later on, the bond between husband and wife, it becomes a very spiritual bond. So they have a sort of, a very spiritual relation they share. Like there is spiritual love between them. So that may happen eventually. But that will happen if Ketu is more or less well placed. Ketu does well in Sagittarius, in Capricorn. Ketu does well in Pisces, especially if it is Venus and Ketu, if together they are in Pisces. Then initially after marriage, the native might encounter certain problem. Certain issues might be definitely there, because Ketu is after all there with Venus. But then eventually the native will find that the native is spiritually attached to his or her spouse, or even the spouse will be spiritually attached to the native. So that can happen if Venus and Ketu are conjunct in Pisces. It can happen, because then Pisces is a very positive sign for both. So you have to look at the zodiac sign, in which house Venus is also placed. So all these things, especially if it is in the 7th house, this will definitely happen. So, but yes, no matter where Venus is placed, at least something definitely, because Venus is the natural significator of marriage. So no matter where it is placed, you will experience all these things related to your married life, because Venus is the natural significator of marital relationship. So friends, you will be somebody who is peace loving. You will love harmony. When people get along well with each other, you will really love to find that people are getting along well. That will give you joy. You want everybody to live in peace and harmony. If you have a strong Venus, you will be happy to see that people are getting along well with one another, that people are respecting one another, helping one another. That will make you happy if you have a strong Venus, because Venus is the planet of joy, of happiness, of prosperity, of peace, of harmony. So all these things, friends. You will also have a desire to lead a life of comfort. You will definitely want to be comfortable. You may not compromise on your comfort, actually. So that also is a strong feature, in case of people who have Venus as Atmakaraka. They do not compromise on their, state of comfort. That is, they want to be comfortable. No matter what they do in life, being comfortable is very important for them. And okay, moving out of the comfort zone can also unsettle them. It can happen that, they might find it a little difficult to move out of their comfort zone, because they are very, peace loving. They love harmony. So when you have to step out of your comfort zone, then that may kind of, threaten the state of harmony that you were in. So it may unsettle you. Yes, no doubt. So friends, that also is definitely a feature with people who have Venus as Atmakaraka. So this is also a quality seen in them, that they want to be peaceful and harmonious. They desire definitely to lead a happy life, and they also want to bring happiness to others. They want to do that. They believe in this philosophy, live and let live. So that is their philosophy in life, live and let live. So that's what. And they do not discriminate among people on the basis of any parameter whatsoever. They never discriminate. For them, people are all equal. That is, whether someone is rich, whether one is poor, they will never discriminate among people. They have mercy, compassion, respect for all people, for all religions, for foreign cultures. They have respect for all foreign cultures, for other religions, for other communities, languages. So they have respect for everyone if you have a strong Venus. And if you have a strong Venus, a well-placed Venus, then you will make good choices, especially when it comes to making a choice of marriage, or making a choice, regarding your marital life, or when it comes to, choosing your friends also even. So you will end up making good choices in life, good choices in relationship. So you will, if Venus is well placed, then you will make good choices in the sphere of your relationship. But if Venus is somehow afflicted in the chart, then you may end up making wrong choices in life. But then if Venus is afflicted, then again it is because of something that you had done in the past life. That is why, or maybe even Venus is money, wealth. Maybe you had wasted a lot of money. Venus is wealth. So you had wasted a lot of money, something you had done. So that some signification of Venus, was spoilt by you in your previous life. And so in this lifetime, Venus is kind of afflicted, or, the position of Venus is not good. So then what will happen is that you need to do the remedy. If Venus is getting afflicted, do the remedy of that particular planet which is afflicting Venus. Yes, do the remedy for Venus also. Be faithful to your life partner. Respect all women. Respect all women of all ages. You need to respect women, whether young or old or middle-aged. Respect all women. Try to help them out. Donate some food or money to old age homes. If you have a strong Venus, you will also be a food lover. You will love food, especially food from the restaurant. Food which is well served and well decorated on a plate. You will love that sort of food. So you will also love food. So you will want to enjoy life. You will want to, be happy and enjoy life. You will also believe in living in the present moment. If you have a strong Venus, you will believe in enjoying life, and you will believe in spreading joy and happiness. So friends, if Venus is afflicted, then you need to do the remedies for that planet which is afflicting Venus, whether it's Rahu, whether it's Ketu. I have made videos on remedies for Rahu and Ketu. You can check them. And also what you need to do is, you need to make your Venus strong. Venus will be strong if you respect your life partner, if you are faithful to your life partner, if you respect all women, and if you try to help the unprivileged women, then Venus will become strong. So friends, do all these things, and then you will see that, if Venus is your Atmakaraka, you will get wonderful results in your lifetime. So that's all for today, friends.